Hello everyone, this is Callum with Titanium, here today taking a look at '0RBITALIS from developer Alan Zuccani. It's a gravity-based puzzle game that came out on Steam Early Access this week. It's a little tough to explain, so let's just get into it. I'll show you what I mean. So you see it's pretty big, it's a very minimalist look here. Our controller has a little triangle here, which is supposed to be a satellite, and my job is to try and survive for as long as possible. This line protruding from it shows my trajectory and how much force I'll have behind it. What I do want to do is avoid these asteroids, which will destroy me, and also use these stars and their gravitational fields to help control my curvature. So you can have to survive for a certain number of seconds to complete the level. And any time you spend afterwards spinning around here is time that works towards your place on the leaderboards. So there's a competitive element to it, which adds some replay value to this, I suppose. Dang, that did pretty well there. Shoot. I actually survived for a while yet. So yeah, okay, just do that. Just cut through this, I don't want to stick your photo. So, I'll show you guys kind of quick level so you don't jump to some other stuff, but it's basically what you're seeing here. You're setting up your satellite and trying to find the right orbit to survive for as long as you can. It's pretty basic, but you know, what puzzle game isn't? So maybe let's try this one. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is a good example. So the red field here pulls you toward it, but the blue field here from the smallest star here repels you. So that's makes this a little trickier, especially since they're both in such close proximity. Makes it very difficult to get a good orbit around the star. Just like that, I'm not very good at this game. I'll be honest with you right there. I'll be honest with you. It's probably partially because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, which is never easy, but even just playing this in my own time, I've had a lot of trouble, so I don't know if it says about the game itself or just how my skill at puzzle games, but whatever. What you decide. Okay, that actually worked out kind of well. Whoa. Okay. Come on. Whoa. Jeez. Like, see, stuff like that kind of demonstrates what I'm kind of So a lot of this game feels like guesswork, because once you only know how this is gonna move like here, like this little stuff here, like the line here is the only bit of preview you know, and you'll get into how this is gonna work. After that, everything that occurs after you've sent it off is just completely beyond you. Is all guesswork. You don't know what's coming. It's out of your hands. It's all in the game to decide how this all works. So a lot of the time you end up just kind of tossing it out into space and hoping it all works, because you don't get enough of a preview to really tell, like, oh, like an educator is like, oh, this is how it's gonna run. It says like, watch it this way. It's gonna make this curvature at this point, because you don't see enough of the path to be able to properly predict how it's gonna react once you start moving away from the central star, or moon or planet, whatever it is. And of course, then you have a place like this where you only be repelled by it. And I did this before, but I have no idea how I did. So, you can move. You see, I move toward it. The angle keeps moving away from it. There's no way to get a curve to create a curve except from going on this little asteroid here. But that never works. I've tried. Believe me, that never works. Well, but then you have other map, but then you have other puzzles like this one here, where you can only build that bar to finish the level by being inside its hexagon. And this one actually feels like one of the few that actually is very there is no guesswork involved here. It's very much the case of finding the exact you know you need to create a very specific curve on it. And once you find that curve, it's pretty simple. Like, perhaps you did it here? No, okay. But if you figure out what these puzzles, you can easily figure out what you need to do and how you go about achieving it. Whereas on a lot of the other puzzles in this game, it's not always immediately clear what you need to be doing, and it ends up also feeling like just looking in the dark and just kind of just, it feels like you're just stumbling upon the solution as opposed to looking out for yourself. Now the game is still in alpha, so you know everything's still subject to change, but right now it is a bit uneven in terms of how it's approaching its puzzles and difficulty. I've always been of the opinion a good puzzle game is one that lets you discover, like, look out a solution rather than just stumble upon it through sheer experimentation after thousands and thousands of tries. Because at that point it feels like some sort of really cheap form of trial and error that doesn't really do anyone any good. It's not nearly as fun. Not to say this game isn't fun, of course. This game is splendid. I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. Which is why I'm being so critical on it, of course. Let's see, I could probably stop talking and actually see if I can figure out this puzzle again. Is that it? Yeah, I think I got it. Curves. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, see, just like that. You have to get a very specific curve around here. And control how fast you're setting it off in order to really get to... Because speed is very much a point. The speed is the only thing you can predict. It's like how fast you're setting it off will affect how quickly it is to curve around. But that's not the only element I think of so far beyond to look out at what its effects in, like how its impact on, you know, the game and how the solution is. Everything else so far I feel like it's pretty much maybe a little unclear, but again it's alpha, so maybe that'll change. Let's try and show off a couple more puzzles here, and then maybe it'll stop. It's a good one. Sure, let's try this one. Okay, so as you can see, all these little interesting things, like what I mean is like these little stars around, these little triangles right here. Most of the time, you can just pass right by them no problem. Other times, there are some that you can impact, you can collide with and explode. So it's, yeah. So far, I'm gonna look at is that when they have the trails behind them, then you're safe. If they don't, then it's just another asteroid. This is one I was hoping to show. So let's see. Is it this one? Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is a good one, and actually quite a fun one. A fun one too, actually. Well, let's see. So yeah, you get a good. Okay, so I kind of mean all the stuff that just comes up in the game, because I haven't gotten too far in it yet. Because this is kind of really a nice departure from the usual, usual surrounding, orbiting around a star and using the gravitational fields and whatnot. It feels like a greater challenge because you have to figure out, like, you have nothing to really fall back on, so it's a matter of trying to figure out the exact moment. There's nothing to like knock you off your game or like to propel you, grab the satellite, or draw towards it. It's all just figuring out the exact way to maneuver through it. Let's see. How many audio? That's actually quite a bit. So that's quite a bit of content here, it looks like, which is, I don't know if it's finalized, if it's content locked or not, but it's quite a lot here, it seems, so that's good. Should I have what I'm currently on? Oh, I can jump ahead? Anyway, I'll show you what I'm currently on, then I'll maybe jump ahead a bit and show us. So this is where something to mean is sometimes the games get... This is a case where... This is one of those weird cases I feel like it straddles the line between guesswork and a very clear understanding of what you need to do. Because in the past levels before this one, you learn how to what the hexagons and the lines being how you have to use that to complete the level. But in this one, it's like you're also working on a very sort of like you know what you need to do. The general mechanics of the puzzle are very clear, but the execution is very difficult to suss out. Because the pull on this other one right here is very weak, so I can't just orbit around that. Whereas I can't orbit around this, but I can't really use that to my advantage because it just ends up orbiting around this permanently until I end up just crashing into this thing. So I don't know, it's a tricky one. You see, I'm just stuck orbiting this one now, even though I'm just crashing it. So it's like I'm not sure how to use that one exactly to my advantage. I can curve around that one, the other one here, but it never sticks around for long. So it's like I have to find a very clear shot in which I can get through this in one shot. That stuff, a clear shot through that, and get it filled up. Something because I don't see any other way it's working, but yeah, it's tricky. Let's see if this one, let's see if this one's any better. I guess not. Well, let's give us a quick shot and then I'll hit this. Okay, that was bad. I definitely could do better than that. And that too. Let's see. Could I... Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay. So this one's gonna be a doozy for sure. Well, that's0RBITALIS. Game's out now on Steam. We can check it. We'll be sure to check on us again as it progresses for development. See how it's shaping up and all that. It's a pretty cool game. Definitely worth checking out. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.